Hey, where's all my millennials that remember that shift from like being raised in the 2000s and integrated like
I remember it, and I'm going to say this is going to be a little bit of like my own naivety and my kind of journey of like deconstruction and everything. But it was 2008. When Obama was elected, I started seeing all of the backlash in my circles that I didn't really understand, because even at that time, they were still using subtext. And so you could kind of easily say, oh, they're not being racist. It feels a little racist. But you could kind of explain, like, there was enough subtext. You're like, oh no. Like, I know that person. That's not who they are. That's not this. They're not intending that subtext. And then Trump came on the scene. And here I was, the daughter of an evangelical pastor. And I was raised on, this belief of, real right and wrong, real black and white. There is no gray. Everything's like a moral decision. And with that, for me, because again, I'm autistic. So, right. So like, those are the things I believed, but like, also we're all God's children and every human matters. And, grew up singing, red, yellow, black, and white. We're all children in his sight, or goes something like that. Right. Even though that's a racist song too, but right, like I got the message, like, hey, we're all the same. And I thought that was a moral center that I shared with everybody in my life. And then Trump came on the scene, and it felt like I was on a fucking island. And it fucked with me really hard, like really hard. And that's really where I started like deep deconstruction, where all of the things I had clocked during the Obama years became, oh no, we're not ignoring that. You, yeah, no, you're a racist and not a good person. And like all of those things just like felt like that was like the first tower that fell for me, was Trump. And like that's really, it changed how I looked at everything with my family and the people I knew. And there wasn't any going back. I was never going to unsee what they really were. And like for me too, like it really came to a head during the second administration, just because I was a federal employee and like I was begging my family not to support him because of how badly I knew it was going to personally impact me. And they just treated me like I was deluded. So I've been out of work for a year now. No, but like that's really like, it just was, I just realized all of the things they raised me to believe growing up were not things they actually believed, that it was bullshit. Like that those core morals and values that I based my whole life and worldview on. And then I was like the only one fucking standing there on that business. And everybody else was like, bootlicking, and I couldn't fucking believe it. I just realized, oh my God, they're not actually moral people. And there just wasn't any going back after that. So I think that's what it did, for me at least, is the shift happened for me that I couldn't pretend. I couldn't, they they couldn't pretend in a way that I could still believe. That's what it is. They could no longer pretend in a way that I could still find believable. And so I guess, if nothing else, we're confronting the truth now. And that's always a good place to be.